I first want to ask you, Baltimore versus Washington. Does that
Yes.
mean something to you?
Yes, it means a lot. We have, we familiar with each other. We fought before, and just having the DMV on the map it plays a big factor in it. It's good.
I watched the body language between you here on the stage today. I know you fought twice in the amateurs, so you know each other.
Yeah.
I didn't see anything that would look like antagonism or, hatred, rivalry, anything like that. I don't know if I would say friends, but professional colleagues in the sport, right?
Yeah, yes, for sure. It's always been love. He's respectful. His whole team is respectful and things like that. So we always show respect to one another. But this is a hurt sport. So come Saturday night, we gotta do our job. But all in all, it's definitely love on both sides.
It's still a hurt business once you get into the ring.
Yes, sir.
And I think probably every fighter from the days of John L. Sullivan through Jack Dempsey, certainly through Floyd Patterson and Sonny Liston, has had moments of introspection that verge toward depression, verge toward negativity because of the nature of the sport. You compete. That competition is violence. You have to wait a long time before you do it again. The nature of the training is very hard and stuff like that. Not everybody speaks openly about it. You have. You have talked about, dealing with demons in your head.
You think that will translate into the ring, like having that calm mindset?
That's why I don't want to box no more. You know what I mean? Because I feel as though, I want to do therapy, right? But I feel as though if I do therapy, it will lose the fire that I have inside me.
Do you do it to get it outside of yourself and try to put it away?
It gotta be somewhat love for the sport, again, because you wouldn't be doing it if you didn't have some type of love for it. But it's definitely having ups and downs and things like that. But for the most part, it's just trying to set yourself up for the future and things like that, and for my kids' well-being. But I just want to step back a little back from the sport, just so I could be able to be there, as a father for my kids. I have to be there for a son and for my mother, and help people out that actually care about me and love me.
It's great motivation. And, I think it's really important for fighters to be able to find love in their lives.
Yes.
Because in the ring, it's not about love.
No sir.
Do you manufacture hate for your opponents?
Nah, not really. Because it's once the job done, it's okay. It's I respect them as a fighter, and they going through the same thing I'm going through. So it's always it's not hate, but it's some type of. For me, it's basically what I've been through. It's not even on the other opponent. It's just me trying to fight what I've been through and not go back to that same spot. So it's more so me trying to move forward in life. It just so happened to be a fighter across the ring from me. You know what I mean? But other than that, once the fight over, it's always love to the opponent. I don't want to see them, hurt badly. It's an entertainment sport, and it's what we signed up for.
I admire it. I respect it. Now I'm going to borrow a little bit from my colleague Dan Canobio, and I know that he talked to you about the relatively low statistical punch output per round and the highest knockout percentage in the sport. So are you conscious of developing, maybe even creating a style that is unique?
Yes. But now that he said something about the low input, I had to step my game up as a fighter. I don't want to be beat by someone that's overworking me. So I definitely, when I heard that, I definitely want to step my
Well, Tank, as long as you knock people out,
Yeah.
you don't have to worry that a decision goes against you because you didn't throw enough punches. And oh, by the way, you're most vulnerable when you've extended a punch, right?
yes,
and I'm
for
sure
sure.
you're conscious of that, right?
Yes, for sure.
So what you're doing is you kind of fight like an accountant. You're limiting the risk.
Yeah.
You're picking and choosing the opportunity.
Yeah.
And then you have uniquely explosive power to knock people out.
I mean, it is good, but also as a fighter, you don't want to get beat by someone that's that's outworking you. So it just put that in the back of my mind. Definitely put that in the back of my mind. I'm glad I heard that today, so that can be in the back of my mind come Saturday night. That not open myself up to do throw more punches and things like that, but also just make sure I'm actually working in them rounds. I feel like I train enough where as though I can be able to, my punching output can be raised and things like that. Can be better than 32 punches. That's ridiculous. I think so.
So, all right, so throw 40, maybe you get them out of there quicker and you can go home earlier.
Yeah.
Thank you so much,
Yeah,
and
thank
best of
you.
luck again.
Thank you.